just before the Blitz, before the Second World War, Picasso's great painting Guernica came here. Of course, a painting about the first major bombing, deliberate bombing of a city by the Nazis in northern Spain. You've got a reproduction of that painting coming here, something like that, is that right?
Yes. 1939, the Stepney Trade Union, actually the Communist Party, knocked on the door of the gallery and said, we'd like to make this exhibition of a young Spanish artist who wants to raise consciousness about the Spanish Civil War. That exhibition was the first and the only time that Guernica was seen in Britain. And Picasso actually asked that the price of entry should be a pair of boots. And at the end of the exhibition, there were 200 or 300 pairs of boots, which were then sent to the freedom fighters in Spain. However, in the 1950s, two weavers in Paris who were so moved by the power of that work wanted to celebrate it, and they went to Picasso and said, could we make a tapestry? And they did. They worked very closely with him. That tapestry was then seen and bought by Nelson Rockefeller, was then given by his widow, Happy Rockefeller, in 1985 to the UN building. And she asked that it was hung outside the Security Council chamber as a permanent reminder of the horrors of war. When Colin Powell made the announcement about the invasion of Iraq, he asked that that tapestry was covered up. So in a way, it's a tacit acknowledgement of how powerful and resonant that imagery remains to this very, very day. That tapestry is now coming back to the Whitechapel Gallery as part of a major installation by the artist Goshka Matsuga. And the artist, she is someone who combines archival research. She's interested in the politics of exhibition making, of art and propaganda, art and war. And she will again, I think, articulate these histories, all the stories that proliferated around this extraordinary, iconic masterpiece. And at the same time make a very new work of art, which is very, very contemporary and very much about the here and now. For us, it's a very moving, very extraordinary moment to have this work, in a way, come home again.